welcome to the Boss Fans podcast. I'm your host, Griffin Aldrich,
I'm your co-host, Luis Gomez.
And I'm your co-host, Kyle Sullivan.
and we're just average Celtics fans. So, welcome to the podcast. This has actually been hyped up for a minute. Like, I've been talking about Red Sox podcast with Lewis, and I'm actually going to start a timer. So, we're actually timed on this podcast because I did not upgrade, which is stupid. I got to start that. But I just want you guys to go and introduce yourself really quick. We'll start off with Kyle. How long have you been a Celtics fan?
I've been a Celtics fan since the day I was born.
Fair, fair, fair. What's your opinion on the championship? What do you think about that?
Hyped. It was long coming. Thankfully, we finally got it done.
Oh
It
yeah.
took a while, but we finally got it done,
You
and
you
that's
think
all that matters.
you think we're going back to back this year? You hear me, Kyle?
Yeah,
You think we're going back?
yeah,
All right.
yeah, for
And
sure.
then how do you think we're gonna be this season? Just start it off, just warming up.
I think we're going to be just as good. Maybe like
Better.
60 wins, 60 wins again, I could say.
I mess with that. All right, Lewis, tell me about yourself. So you're a Red Sox fan, correct? Yep.
Yeah,
You're new to
yeah.
the Celtics world. What do you are you excited to actually join us this year? So you've been a Celtics fan, but you haven't like paid attention till this year, correct?
Yeah, yeah. When I was younger, like I used to watch basketball. I used to see like Jason Tatum when he was a rookie and stuff.
Got you, got
But then, yeah. But I know all of them. It's
you.
just I got more focused more on baseball and stuff.
So who's your this is a funny one because Kyle and I know this because we both had Jason Tatum, and I guarantee everyone's gonna say casuals, casuals, and then
Yeah.
who's your favorite player, Lewis? Who's your favorite player?
Al Halford, bro. Gotta go. He represents DR, bro.
Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's go. Yes, sir. So now you guys can't call us biased. And we have a rookie fan this year. We'll call you a rookie just because, like, this is you're getting used to it and stuff. We do have an enemy in the room though. We got Kyle with the Yankees jersey on.
Yeah.
Um,
Got to rep for playoffs.
uh,
They're
yeah.
losing
You see
today.
Lewis scratching his head. But
They're
we all
losing.
can't be perfect. Just playing. I'm playing. All right, so I want to get in first. Lewis, you'll probably just I don't even know if you know Lonnie Walker yet, but um
I know.
I want to talk about this because I wanted Lonnie Walker since last year. When we were at trade deadline and he was a conversation, I was just thinking, man, Lonnie Walker can help this team. But we got Xavier Tillman, which I was so happy about. We got Xavier Tillman, which I was not upset about at all. But we finally got Lonnie Walker. We got him to the deal that we want. Kyle, what's your opinion on Lonnie Walker this year?
I like what I see. I Last game he had like what, like 20 points or something. He had
Yeah,
a pretty good game.
20 points against the Raptors last game. And then
Yeah.
it was against the Sixers, he had 9 points.
He had like 7 assists. Yeah,
Yeah,
seven
yeah, yeah.
assists, I think. Yeah.
Which
No,
which
he played good. I mean, hopefully I think he makes the roster. I think he definitely will
but
if
but
we're
did you
willing to pay.
did you hear what's going on? Yeah, it's that tax that we have to
It's
pay.
the
That
Yeah, the tax cut or whatever. Yeah, it's like 10 million to keep him.
which
I
I'm
feel like I
yeah.
feel like if he could stay healthy, he's gonna be fine.
Yeah, and see that's our thing. I feel like, but for guards, Pritchard hasn't struggled with any injuries. Holiday hasn't.
Yeah,
So I think we're set in that aspect, but you guys also have to think about too, like obviously that's a lot of money, but I think
Yeah, definitely.
he is a prime example of winning. Like if we brought in him and we got rid of OJ Brissett and Speed Mihailuk, and
Oh yeah, yeah.
this is like a complete upgrade. And Why would
Oh yeah,
like I trust in Brad Stevens. Like he brought in Porzingis, he brought in Holiday, and we just won a championship. Like he did the necessary moves. But
yeah,
the one thing I'm saying is like, and I've been thinking to myself, why would Brad Stevens sign this guy to a 10-day contract if he didn't think that he was going to be on the main roster? Like it makes no
yeah,
sense.
for sure. Yeah,
So
Maybe having as
yeah.
a replacement guy, you know? You never know. It's
yeah,
a long
That's
season.
that's a
Things could
possibility.
yeah,
happen.
Yeah, he could play for Maine. Like I'll
Yeah.
see him all the time if he plays for Maine,
yeah,
but I think that's a downgrade for him because I think personally, me personally, I think Lonnie Walker is a great player, and I think he
yeah.
deserves a role on a team. Like he's not one of those players that like I get it, the Celtics are good, and who could you see them cutting anyone for Lonnie Walker? No, no. The only person
No,
you could think of visibly
Nah.
is Jaden Springer, but would you
yeah, Springer. Yeah,
would you really? Springer's young. Springer is young. Like
yeah, he's young.
I love that. Like he has speed. He's just an incredible athlete. So I like.
His defense.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, and he's getting better with offense this year.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I just got a Shams report. Uh, the Grizzlies just signed Scottie Pippen Jr. again. So
Oh
whatever.
wow.
That's not effective. All right. Second thing is, so far we're going into preseason. We're like about an hour away from tip off for our last preseason game. But what do guys think about Dubai with the Nuggets? Like, we messed them up.
Yeah, I mean, I liked
And
what I saw.
and then we just beat the Sixers by 50. Like,
Yeah,
all right, I know it's a preseason game and we were playing all of our starters and Philly wasn't playing anyone. But then we just played the Raptors with our bench and I'm sure let me actually go and look, but I actually wasn't able to watch last game. I was just watching it on Reel. But let me go back to that. I'm pretty sure, yeah, they Toronto had all their starters in pretty much. Yeah. They had they had pretty much all right. They had Scotty Barnes. Yeah, so like you just had the Boston bench destroy not destroy, but they held their own against Toronto. I feel like, you know. I don't know. But and
Mm.
then tonight I'm sure you have your starters back. Joe Mazzulla released that Al Horford's actually gonna get his first preseason action tonight. Lewis, are you hyped for that? You hyped for that? Heck.
Hell yeah, bro.
Big
So,
Al.
Can't
all right, I just want to hear both of your
hopefully
what was that? Wait, you could talk, Lewis.
hopefully like he gets everything's good for
Mhm.
he's fine. Because he is kind of like he is getting there with age, but hopefully this is like he's still like got it and stuff.
I think he has another like all right, so I do think this is his last year. I will admit that. Like I'm sad to say, but hey, we've loved Al and you know, you have Luke Cornett and you have Namus Keita, who is a great, you know, great person that filled that role.
And Tillman. And
And
Tillman.
Tillman, yeah, and Tillman, man, he wasn't even on the trade block last year. And Brad's
Yeah.
like, let me grab him. We
Oh, that
need.
was a great trade. A
I
great trade.
know that's what
And
I'm.
we signed him for cheap too. Like
I
that was
know,
a great
and
move.
he's a dog. He's a dog. I like,
Yeah.
you know, him and Derek. I know they play completely different positions, but him and Derek White kind of remind me of
Oh
each.
yeah.
Like they're just their aggressiveness and stuff, and like he reminds me honestly of a mini Al Horford with his threes and stuff. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to go through. Lewis, did you watch the Sixers game the other night? You
I was a
didn't.
little busy that day,
All right.
but
All
no,
right.
I saw highlights and stuff.
It's all good. So, have you like seen a? So, what do you think about preseason so far? How have they looked? What's your opinion on it?
Oh, they look fine. They
Oh
look
yeah.
they look even better than last year, to be honest.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And coming off of the Olympics, Kyle, I want you to throw. Tell me your opinion first on what you think about the Olympics. Like, do you think that gave him fire and stuff? What's your opinion?
Oh yeah. I mean, especially with JB, like him getting left off the team, like definitely lit a fire in him. So he's gonna be really, really motivated this season.
Yeah.
Like you saw in his in his pictures and like his
Oh yeah, like you saw his
before the
face,
season
like
pictures, like he just looks so mad. Like
oh yeah.
you just know he's gonna come out firing, like
And
for
then on
sure.
top of that, too, on top of that, he was the only player on Team USA who made first team All NBA. And then
Yeah,
bench him. But the thing is, too, I'm not even mad about that. I'm just mad that he didn't get a starting role. Now I get it. You can't put him over LeBron, but you could put him over other players. You know, there's other players to put him over with.
yeah,
But Joe Mazzulla said it was either with Jalen Brown or Jason Tatum. I think he laughed. He laughed and he was excited. He's like, "We're this is what we needed. This is what we needed."
yeah,
And then, what's your opinion on Jalen Brown getting left
Yeah.
out? Yeah,
yeah. He's a psycho, man.
I think
So
Jalen. This is a sneaky pick. I think one of the Jays is getting MVP this year. I'm just saying, like, obviously we haven't seen a lot from preseason, but we're gonna see more.
yeah,
And what's been your overall opinion on the preseason, Kyle?
me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh, yeah. I think we look good. I don't think we missed a beat. I think we look really great. We've been shooting the three ball well.
yeah,
We've been playing defense. I mean, we blew out like three teams already. The Nuggets, the second game in Dubai, and then Philly, and then even Toronto, we were playing good against. So, and
yeah.
I think tonight we're gonna play good too, even though it's probably gonna be not many starters or whatever playing tonight. But I think that we look pretty good. I mean,
So,
offensively for sure.
oh yeah, yeah, for sure. So opening night against the Knicks. Do you think the Knicks, the deals that they made, and I think your Towns is Dominican, isn't he? I think he is. Carl Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
I think he is.
I
Yeah.
Yeah,
think
he
he is
is.
too. Yeah. But do you think that that trade, do you think that that's going to hurt the Celtics first place or at all, or like what do you think about that?
He's a pretty good player, but no, I don't know.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think
They
Nah.
so.
did get they
Nah.
did get Mikhail. They got better. But then you also lost Steven Genzo and you lost Randall. Like Randall wasn't
Yeah.
but like
I mean, DiVincenzo, he's a very underrated piece. Like,
oh yeah.
he's a great shooter. Like, he's a solid defender. Like,
Yeah.
he's definitely going to be a big loss for their second unit for sure. But
Oh
I mean,
for
with Cat's star power, I mean, that definitely makes their starting five
oh
elite with us for sure. With like top five in the league for
yeah,
sure.
but then you have Porzingis when Porzingis comes back. I think they match each other well, you know.
Yeah.
Like Porzingis, they'll even each other out. Then you
Hmm.
got
Yeah, for
Tatum,
sure. Oh
there's
yeah, they're very
whoever.
very similar players.
Yeah, I think the only thing you have is you have
Yeah.
Brunson versus Holiday, and obviously Brunson wins that. But Holiday's defense is still elite too. So, I really
Yeah.
now I don't want to say this and then have it backfire, but I really don't. I think we're still gonna have success in the East, and I feel like you're gonna see us coming back strong still, and it's gonna be a good year. So, Lewis, what are your expectations this season? Like, what you have any expectations that you want the Celtics to accomplish, or what do you think?
To go back to back.
Go back to back.
That's the main goal right now.
That's a main goal.
But I know it's hard. I know it's hard. Things happen, but like everything gets if everything's good, like no injuries, we're gonna be fine. But I also do think like the right now the preseason, like bro, like even though it's not the starters, they're showing like they have potential. They're showing that they have it in them. Imagine if it's the starters.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
and that's their bench,
it's
and
gonna be
that's their
crazy this year,
bench,
bro.
and that's their bench. That's the bench
Yeah.
just won a game for them.
Yeah,
We just have so much depth. Like the depth is
Oh
crazy.
yeah, and
I think
that's
our bench
yeah.
could easily be a 6, 7 seed. Like our bench is just so stacked. Like
yeah, and see
especially if you had Lonnie there. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because Lonnie, you have that open roster spot, and I know they want to keep it open, but like Lonnie in there, whew, and I tell you
yeah,
what, last year I was mad about the bench. Like I was like, ooh, we do not have depth, but we at deadline we got Springer and we got Tillman, but
yeah,
and then that bench even before those trades, they showed how aggressive they were, and they played great, you know, so. I don't know. I thought that was amazing. And I think we're going to see a lot of success from this team this year. I really hope they add Lonnie. Kyle, take it away. What just your expectations this year? Obviously, Lewis said going back to back.
I think the same. I think we're going to be right in the mix again with the Knicks, the Sixers, and the Bucks probably most likely.
Paul
But
George
I honestly,
affected anything?
yeah, I honestly think that I think we could definitely go back to back as long as we stay healthy. And as long as KP comes back on schedule, I think we could definitely go back to back for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. What do you think about Paul George? Do you think that affects anything? Like, obviously it does, but like,
Yeah.
do you think that will really? Because Embiid said it's not a rivalry when they kick our ass every time. So,
Yeah.
so like, I feel like, see, I'm not worried about the Sixers personally because they
Oh
haven't
yeah.
done anything against us yet.
No.
But you know,
I mean, it's definitely going to have an effect on them, the injury, but I mean, I don't think it's like crazy long term. I saw that Nick Nurse
what?
said that he's okay and like everything came back fine, but
Oh, with Paul
he's
George?
still going to be out probably for at least like 2 weeks. So it's definitely going to affect them at the beginning of the season, but I think they'll be fine. But I'm just not scared of Philly. I don't know. They
I,
just
I,
don't
I agree.
until they
Knock
do
on wood.
something against
Knock on wood.
us, then
Yeah, knock on wood.
knock
Like,
on.
I feel like they choke.
Yeah,
yeah,
Like
but
they play
that's
so
Embiid's
good,
specialty. Yeah,
you know what
and
was a
then at the
highlight
end
of
they
mine?
choke.
You know what was
yeah.
I'm sorry for
And
getting off
that's
topic. You know what was a highlight of mine? You guys remember that Sixers series like a couple years ago, and then Smart like just missed it. I don't know if you remember that, Kyle, or like he had. I was freaking out. You know that year was elite. I wish we won it in 22, but last year was great. And last year, I love it, and I'm sad without Smart. But you know we have a
Oh
squad
yeah,
this year. And Brad Stevens brought this squad in. Like he locked everyone up for long term. I think we
yeah,
win 4 or 5 championships. Quote me if I'm wrong, but I really do think we do. Like this is the squad. He's like, all right, we have our squad, and this is what we're
yeah.
gonna do. You've seen it with
and
the
we're
Cavs
young.
and the Warriors. What
And
was
we're not. Yeah, and we're pretty young. Like
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You
besides Drew, I mean, yeah, the squad is.
Drew and Hortford, but
Yeah,
Hort
or yeah,
but Hortford, you know, he's getting switched with,
yeah,
but realistically, I see a very successful year. All right, we'll go really quick because we're running out of time. I just wanted to cap like the off season. Jalen Brown looks buff. He looks jacked.
yeah. He looks
He
like an
looks
animal.
jacked.
Animal.
They all do. They all look like they gained
Even
muscle.
Tatum. Yeah, like
His
everybody.
new
Like
his new jump shot.
yeah. Oh,
Oh
he
yeah,
looks so much better. He doesn't have the hitch anymore.
yeah. And then
you like it?
I
Yeah, I think his jump shot is pretty good.
yeah,
I'm
then
a person that if like something works, I wouldn't change it.
but it wasn't working though. I like it was, but it wasn't. I feel like you saw
Yeah,
against the Mavs, you've seen he did struggle. I will admit, and that's why you gave
Yeah,
Jalen
definitely.
Brown the MVP, and he deserved it. You know what I mean? Like so.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
yeah,
So expectations
yeah.
this year. We'll go through and then we'll end it because I don't have much more to say. But first of all, we're gonna try to meet up all at a Celtics game. That would be sick.
Yeah,
I'm
that'd be sick.
definitely so from me, what you guys are gonna see a lot this year is I'm gonna be going to a lot of Maine Celtics games. I'm close to that. Gonna be watching the squad down there. I'll give updates and stuff. Kyle, how many Celtics games? Oh, you went to the finals. Tell them
Yep.
about that. How was that experience?
Mhm.
You hear me, Kyle? Sorry.
Oh, insane. It was such a fun experience. It was so fun. Like the crowd was crazy. Like, and the game was so good. Like, the game was really fun. Like, that was a game when Drew had like 30 points, I think, almost. I think he had.
Oh wow.
And that was it. It was just my heart was pounding the entire game. Like,
Yeah. And I went to the
it was
parade.
just so close down to the wire.
Yeah, the parade was awesome
That's
too.
crazy.
Yeah, Lewis needs to experience his first what's it called? Celtics game, you know. We gotta catch a game. We gotta catch a game. All right, so
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
I'll
yeah,
start
for
I'll
sure, for
start
sure.
off. I think the preseason went well, and I'm excited. Will we do you guys know if this falls? When does this uh it would be like next Wednesday maybe? Do you know if we'll have another podcast before opening night. Can someone look that up real quick? Lewis, you mind doing that real quick while I just finish this?
What want me to check?
Check what day the 22nd is on. I know it's next week. We're seven. Oh,
The
so I think it'll be
22nd is
exactly a week. I'm
It's
pretty
next
on a
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
okay. Sick. So the next podcast will be next Wednesday. So we'll have a recap from last the game. And all right, what's your guys' final predictions? Who takes game one? Ring ceremony, what you guys got? Jeez, it's not
I think it's going to be a close game, but
close.
I think we pull it out for
Oh yeah.
sure. I
It's
mean,
gonna be
the
hey,
Knicks are tough, but I think we definitely win game.
ring ceremony, like we excited for that. Lewis, what do you got?
Celtics, bro. Like
Yeah.
we're the defending champs. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
I just don't see us losing on our ring night. Like that would just suck.
Oh yeah.
especially right now with like how they're
Especially
feeling
to the
about
Knicks. Yeah.
themselves. They're
Yeah.
feeling good about themselves. Trust me, they're gonna win.
Yeah, I no, I completely agree. I think it's definitely gonna be a good game, but I think you'll ultimately see the Celtics coming away with it and winning that. Um,
Yeah.
Other than that, sorry about like the pausing and stuff. We're gonna work on that. This is our first podcast, so we're working on it. And then lastly, I'll start off first, and then we'll go around. I think, I'm just gonna do it because I'm hoping I put it in the air and it comes out right. I think Lonnie makes the roster. I hope. I hope. Do I see it happening? I don't know, but I hope he does. Lewis, what you got? Do you think he makes the roster?
I think he has it in them.
You think so?
I think he could.
Or are we gonna see him in May?
Yeah.
Where are we gonna see from Lonnie? He says he's first in and out of the gym too, so like that's a Kyle. I want you to close it. What do you think about Lonnie? Where are we gonna see from Lonnie?
I think that I honestly think he's gonna make the roster, but he's gonna bounce around from Maine to Boston. So he's gonna be on kind of like a two-way.
You
But
think
I think that he'll make the roster. Yeah,
can he do that? Well,
I think
I
so.
think
I mean, he could probably. I think he probably renegotiate his contract and like you know how like Kata did. I think it was last season. I think or the
yeah.
season before he was on like a two-way, and they
Yeah.
played in Maine, like half games in Maine, half games in Boston, like Jordan Walsh kind of like
Yeah,
something like that.
you see the two ways, but he's not too old for that. I don't think he is either.
I
No.
don't know. I'm not
Because
sure.
they talked about him going to Maine, so.
Yeah.
All right, closing thoughts. Lewis, what do you want to start off with any closing thoughts?
To be honest, just because I'm gonna be more excited for opening day, bro.
Yeah,
I feel like right now everyone's not gonna be playing in this like the starting five is not gonna be there.
I'm
But
excited tonight.
it's just like I'm gonna be super hyped up for opening day, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And when I see that, that's when I'm gonna go crazy. But I will tell you this: we're going back to back. You could write it down.
Love to hear it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Kyle, what are your closing statements?
I
Closing.
agree with Lewis. I think we're gonna go back to back. I I really believe in this team. I mean, I love our core. I love the coach. Like, I think we're very highly motivated, especially with Tatum not making the Olympic team and Brown. Oh no, Tatum, excuse me, Tatum getting benched on the Olympic team, and then Brown not making it, and then like, I just think we're
It goes.
very, very motivated to win. And honestly, I believe in our squad, and I think we're gonna be right there again.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
was a success and it was great, you guys. Great first podcast. So we are actually going to close this and we will see you guys next week.